Tim Higgins.
And Tim, could you tell me what you really like about factory works in the wood shop?
I like the camaraderie with everybody that's here. I'm a retired disabled veteran, and I run a veterans program out of here, and the program helps me to bring in other veterans who've retired or just after the war they decided they couldn't take it anymore, to bring them in, and everybody kind of helps me get the group together. We did a Wounded Warrior project. We had 10 Wounded Warriors come in on a Saturday, and we did a class where they built 3 things each.
Wow.
So we're trying to give back to the community as much as we can.
That's awesome. How did your relationship begin with the Pajama Factory or Factory Works?
I came over probably 4 years ago and checked, and it's right after John started, and the prices were way too high. So then I checked back in the next year, and they were somewhere. I came over and just started working on projects, and then he asked me if I could watch a day, because I come from a construction background. And then it just kind of kept going. Can you do this? Can you do that? I mean, we built all these rooms, the spray booth, the lounge, all that we built.
Wow.
So we're pretty handy guys. Old and slow, but handy.
How about a memory or experience that you've had here? What was the first project you did here? Do you remember?
It was actually a table that I took on for a tattoo shop. It was a 3D diamond shaped that they were going to hang outside, and I did it on a handshake, and after I spent 40 hours and $500 worth of materials, they didn't want to pay for it. So that was my first experience. So now if they come in and they want a project done, it's something that we can do here. We get a deposit.
Can you tell me just a little bit more about how the Veterans Program works here?
Well, it's a donation-based program. I go to the VA, they give me some money. I go to car people, anybody that'll donate money. The Veterans Program is strictly donations. We bring veterans in. I work with a lot of counselors, something different to give these guys to do.
Right.
They come in, I pay for their first month, and I'll help with the wood for the first project. And hopefully in that month, they've found that there's other veterans here that have been through the same thing they've been through, that they can talk to us and joke around with us. And it gets to be a place where they feel comfortable, and they come more and more and more. And before long, they're in here building their own projects. I've had people come as far as Philadelphia over here, and he stayed for a week with his in-laws so he could build a project. And then he had such a good time, he asked could he come back again, and he came back again. He actually, that diamond 3D table that I was talking about, I actually turned it into a coffee table, and he actually bought it from me.
Great.
So I got my money back for
So
my
basically you
materials.
operate on donations for the
Yep,
veterans.
that's it. It's a donation-based program. I started it because I know how I felt when I got out of the military. I had a parachute accident, so I was going from fighting to now I'm in the hospital, and now I'm out. So you have support, you have somebody to watch your back while you're in there, and then you get out. And now they just kind of dump you. Well, now what do I do? Where do I go?
Yeah.
And it makes it kind of hard, and that's why I decided to talk John into letting me start the program and see if it would take off. I've been doing it now for 3 years. And we're getting more and more veterans come in. So word of mouth's getting out.
Awesome. That's great. So you're from the Williamsport area originally?
No, I'm from Hagerstown, Maryland.
Oh, okay.
I actually met my wife in eHarmony.
Okay. So you've been in Williamsport for how long?
13 years.
13 years. So do you recall the building in any of its other incarnations? I know that it was a Pajama Factory and and cobblers.
We have a cobbler shoe.
Yeah.
We go down in the basement from here, and where all the pipes are, and there's still heels everywhere down there.
No.
Yeah, we find all kinds of weird stuff in the building. Just depends where you go to. Those are the only two I can remember, pajamas and that. Bob used to live across the street there, and he would know more. I don't know if he told you or not, all the things that were here. Don flew the planes, I jumped out of the planes. And other than that, just trying to find a way to give back.
Awesome.